Democrat Paul Tonko of New York released a framework for combating climate change on Thursday that is meant to attract GOP support. Notoriously silent Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas surprised those in court Wednesday by speaking up during arguments and asking just his second question in a decade. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, D-N.Y, is pushing legislation, despite pushback from some doctors, to limit opioid prescriptions, a move that could help her woo primary voters in overdose-stricken New Hampshire. To run or not to run? Despite leading a dozen announced Democratic 2020 presidential candidates in the polls, former Vice President Joe Biden is again dragging out a decision on a presidential run, repeatedly teasing that he is close to making up his mind. United Food and Commercial Workers Local 400 are organizing the Campaign Workers for Sen. Bernie Sanders' Vermont presidential campaign, but they are not endorsing his bid. House Democrats next week will pass legislation that would force companies to report wage data to the government, so officials can see whether men and women are being paid equally for the same work. John Hickenlooper, the former Colorado governor now vying to be the Democratic 2020 presidential nominee, believes the federal government should have a minimal role in the marijuana trade. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said Thursday that the country will ban assault weapons and semi-automatic, military-style guns, and there will be a gun buyback. A bus driver in Italy was arrested Wednesday after allegedly taking 51 children hostage and setting the vehicle ablaze. Former White House communications director and longtime Trump associate Hope Hicks said Wednesday that she is entirely prepared to cooperate with congressional Democrats on their investigation into Trump's alleged obstruction of justice, according to a new report. Barron Trump, the youngest of President Trump's children, turned 13 years old Wednesday. Freshman Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, D-N.Y, shot back at Laura Ingraham in a lengthy series of tweets Wednesday night after the Fox News host and guest Joe DiGenova joked about the way she pronounces her name. Former Fox News journalist Diana Falzone is reportedly cooperating with Congress over allegations that the network tried to stop her from reporting on Stormy Daniels during the 2016 election. Andrew Gillum, the Florida Democrat who lost last year's contested governor's race, announced an ambitious registration project Wednesday aimed at undermining President Trump's chances of winning the Sunshine State in 2020. The widow of former Sen. John McCain, RIs, tweeted out a screenshot Tuesday of a crude message directed at her about her daughter and deceased husband. Lemonade lovers just got some sweet news in the Lone Star State.